G'day, ZiggyD here, and today I want to share with you guys a bit of a demo of a game I've been playing today called Chasm. Chasm is an indie action RPG side-scrolling platformer that recently had its Kickstarter, and the Kickstarter goal they had was $150,000, and they actually made $191,000, so it was a very successful Kickstarter. It's got, the same sort of gameplay you'd expect from a Castlevania or a Metroid-style game with some light action RPG and platforming influences in it. So, plenty of the jumping around and avoiding enemies and learning their attack paths, but also like the similar item progression to a lot of action RPGs in terms of magic items and plenty of loot to go through. So I've just been doing a little bit of dungeon delving. I've actually finished this demo before. It has 3 levels in it and ends at a bit of a cliffhanger, and it's pretty good fun, and I just thought I'd jump in a little bit, get some gear, and I'll show you guys some of the gameplay and just explain some of the gameplay elements to this. As I said, it's a demo, and the demo is free to download, and you can give it a try. It's a good 20-30 minutes of gameplay, pretty fun. I'll put a link in the description below to the Kickstarter and also to the demo, so you guys can check that out. So to start off with, we're going to talk to the blacksmith here, and we're actually going to sell some. We've got some weapons here that we don't actually need. So I've actually got 2 stone knives I can sell off, and we have we'll go accrue some more gold. I think I have some stuff to sell off to the mine shop owners. So basically there's a number of different NPCs in the game that basically you've come to this town that is on top of a mine, and your job is to head down into the mine for whatever reason and clear it out of all the baddies and get all the good stuff. So as you collect things from the mine, you can even sell them to the mine manager here. So I've got a ruby and I've got some coal, so make a little bit of extra money there. You also find various bits of loot and gear and all that good stuff. Innkeeper sells food and drinks, and there's an old crone that sells potions and things like that. But we're going to talk to the blacksmith here and see if we can maybe get an upgraded weapon or something like that. So looks like we can get an iron sword, so that'll give us 2 extra damage. And like Castlevania, the weapons actually attack quite differently. So an iron sword has a sort of a chopping down motion, which can make it a bit easier to hit certain mobs. And the stone knife, while sometimes doing more damage compared to like a similar leveled sword, it has a much smaller attack path because it's just a little jab. So we're going to buy an iron sword here, and we'll equip that. So we'll jump into our inventory here. As you can see, you got your strength, intelligence, constitution, luck, and all your attack and defense and all that good jazz. Your HP and all that sort of stuff. And as you can see up the top there, I also have my normal attack and also spells, which I can actually cast in town. There we go. And that uses your mana, which you can get back through killing enemies and things like that. So we'll go ahead and equip our new sword, upgrading our damage to 7, and we'll sell our rusty sword back to the blacksmith here just to give us a little bit more gold. So we now have 146 gold, and we'll see if we can get to the next level of the dungeon, essentially, because I've done most of the first level, but I need to explore. So like most of these sorts of games, the zones refresh as you clear through them. So I'm gonna head down this direction, and we'll trap this rat before he can hurt us. We'll just avoid those spiky creatures. And there's a much larger, a dire rat there, which we can kill off. As you can see, they drop their gold, and you can pick up the cute little gold pieces. So it looks like I've already cleared out that room. And as you see, as you go back into each room, they respawn. So that seems to be like a staple of this sort of game, I've found. Sometimes I don't mind that so much. It means you can grind the zone out if you want to get a bit of experience and things like that, since it does have those RPG elements in it. So we'll head over to the right then, since the left seems to be a dead end. We got a little bit of loot from that chest. I think one of the weapons that I sold earlier, which is not bad. Got us a bit of extra gold. So basically, plenty of jumping, platforming around, avoiding obstacles, learning the attack patterns of enemies. Because, for example, these grubs here, they'll drop on top of your head if you walk underneath them. So they can be awkward to deal with, or you can kill them while they're just hanging. There's also flying bats, which are a real pain to try and take out. Let's see if we can. Maybe we'll go down this path here. As you can see, there's these rats, and they have a rat's nest, and we actually need to kill the rat's nest off to stop the rats from spawning. Basically, we can grab some gold from the rat's nest as well, and we'll drop down actually on top of this guy, hurting ourselves in the process. And we'll head through here. So I've got more of those little hanging grubs. We'll try and clear those guys out, and terribly dropping down on top of the rat. And we'll keep heading down and down as far as we can go. So it looks like we've uncovered a shrine, but that also means that this particular route is a dead end. This game can be a little bit maze-like sometimes, and I've gotten lost a few times, and swear that I've searched everywhere not being able to find the exit, but you usually do end up finding the exit if you're persistent. But so I guess the next place to search then is over to the right here. which I thought I'd already searched over here, but apparently not. Now there's a big rat's nest down here. We'll kill off those guys. And maybe if we kill enough rats, we'll level up. We're not too far off the next level, 200 more experience. So it looks like we've found a shrine. However, that's frustrating because now I don't know where the exit is. But that's a shrine of protection, so Diablo-style shrineage there. Although I'm sure many games have shrines like that. But as you can tell, it's got a pretty cute art style, pretty cute retro art style, pixel graphics, and also a pretty nice soundtrack. Looks like I can see somewhere off to the right where we haven't been. I quite enjoy the music, especially the music in town. I found very peaceful and happy. So let's kill off these guys. I'm gonna kill off these rats, and we'll just jump over him and scoot along. So yeah, as you can see, here's the exit. We'll just check over here first in case there's any chests or anything. Now there's these sacrifice shrines, which I actually haven't figured out what you do with yet, but you have to sacrifice something to them, and it says growth requires sacrifice. So I think you might have to like put an item or something on there. Let's see if we can figure it out. I'm sure if any of you guys have like played this game already, then you're probably gonna shout at me because I can't figure out how to use it. But maybe let's try dropping we'll try dropping some bread. Sure, we'll see if that goes on top of it. I don't know where. I don't think I dropped the bread. Let's try getting my buttons confused. Okay, we'll try dropping the bread. Okay, drop and exit. Oh, it worked. 3 more HP. There we go. Okay, that's interesting. So I sacrificed some health, sort of a health building item, and got some my HP extended, which is pretty cool. So we get to the second level and we got a hunting blade, which is a type of knife. I'm not going to use that because I prefer the swinging motion of the sword. It's a bit easy to hit what you'll see to be the pesky bats. There's actually one up there. We'll see if I can get him while he's still sleeping. There we go. If they start flying around, they can be a serious nuisance to deal with. I'm having trouble hitting that grub there. But you head through and you collect your gold and you get your different loots, and I've come across luck shrines as well, and after I got a luck shrine I like opened some chests and things like that and got a few magic items. So I actually found a sword that increased my luck, and I found like some armor that increased my constitution and things like that. So lots of interesting bits of loot to find, even just in this fairly limited demo really. As I said, only really 3 levels. Absolutely smashing through that zone, no problem. We'll clear off the rat's nest there, and maybe we'll head across the top here. So the dungeons are randomly generated as well, because as I said, I played through this demo once already, and this is actually quite different to the layout I experienced last time. So that's pretty cool. That means you've got plenty of replayability, and they will be in the end game mode as well. They had some stretch goals that were like, you know, the New Game Plus and roguelike mode where you have hunger and things like that to deal with. So they didn't quite make all of the stretch goals, but they said that won't limit them from actually, you know, attempting to build and add content to the game as we go. So as you can see, I level up there and my health was refilled by the shrine, and we can keep dropping down into the dungeon. I'm gonna just avoid those guys there. No, I don't really feel too compelled to deal with those rats. Let's use our throwing spell. So you can get different spells as well. So far I've seen this spell and a healing spell as well. So if you want the more healing utility, that can be pretty handy there, which actually it is pretty handy to have, you know, at least plenty of food with you as you head down into the dungeon, because you will take a lot of damage unless you're being super careful, or unless you're super good at these sorts of games, which I'm not. Oh, especially if you explode yourself like that. So since we're injured, I'll go ahead and eat an apple, regenerate my health somewhat. Let's see, these bats can be a pain to deal with, and they can knock you off ledges and things like that, down onto spikes. Oh, it looks like we've already found the next exit. So, and we've got a chest here first. Let's go clear this chest out, kill the grub before it kills us, and loots. Oh, we got a magic sword. All right, let's see what our new magic sword does. So, increases our intelligence and our luck. So, luck will help us find better loot, and intelligence will increase our mana and help us cast those spells. Cast the dagger throwing spell, for example. Pretty cool. Like the itemization is pretty cute. Let's see if we can quickly smash through this level. And I don't know if I should show you guys the spoiler, but as you can see, oh, I just got hammered by that kobold. I don't know if maybe I'll leave the spoiler, because I'm sure you guys probably might want to play through the demo yourself, and I found it to be a fun little cliffhanger. So I'll cut it off there. But as you can see, as you progress, the enemies get progressively harder. There becomes more like spike spike pits and obstacles to avoid. Tons of rats here, and You can play this on hardcore mode, so your single life mode if you like, or you can play it on the default mode where you respawn back in town when you die and you can do your trading and gear and things like that. Let's kill this final kobold and we'll finish it off. There we go. Kill the grubs. So pretty fun, even just in the demo. I'm looking forward to the full game myself. I believe it will be on Steam and it will also be available through the indie database and things like that. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm ZiggyD, and thanks for watching.